everyone, I'm Ryan. This is Sierra and Sequoia, my daughters. She is 6 and she is 8, soon to be 7 and soon to be 9. And I just wanted to talk with you guys about what homeschool program we decided to go to. Before, they were in a charter school, which was a really good school. We really liked it, but with everything happening with COVID and then all the special stipulations they're putting on, like what the kids have to do when they're in class now, I just don't know how I feel about that. And since most of the schooling will be online this year anyways, I decided that I would go ahead and just purchase a homeschooling program and go through it with my kids. And I'm actually really excited about this one. We've been doing it for about a week now, and I think the girls like it for the most part. I mean, it's still school, it's still work, so there's still that. But so we decided to go with the Lifepac by Alpha and Omega. So you get these little unit packets right here. Oh, I forgot the mirror is on, so maybe I'll switch it over. I don't know. So you get these little unit packet books, and they just go through, you do about one unit packet book a month. And they have tests, there's a teacher's guide with it, and I really like it because it is Christian based, which is pretty fantastic since a lot of schools, public schools, don't have there it is. Let's see. Don't have God in the school anymore, so I really like these ones. It teaches a lot of values and morals, and not as much leftist propaganda as some of like the normal school system stuff. So we decided to go with that for the history, geography, language arts, the Bible study. The only thing we didn't go with that for was Saxon math. So this is our Saxon math program that we are using. It's Saxon math. I know it's all backwards, sorry. I'll try to link it, but that's her actual booklet, and she goes through and she does these little lessons, and we're actually doing a grade ahead for her. And the reason why we decided to go with Saxon math was because the charter school that she was at before used Saxon math, and my husband, who was homeschooled, used it growing up, and he's really good at math, so decided to go with that. And it's also fantastic too. That's one thing that I really liked about the charter school that they went to. They didn't do Common Core math, so the Saxon math is like a really awesome, tried and true program. Let's see, what else can I tell you guys? So I'll give you guys just like a quick view of the different books and what they kind of look like. Okay, so this is the science book. So Sequoia will show you the science book, and this is actually the teacher's edition. Hold on, I'll show them the teacher's edition really quick. So they provide like a little possible schedule, which we've been going by, and it seems to be working pretty well. We don't usually start at the same time or end at the same time, but just as a general outline, we've been using that. And there's like a little planner that you can scan off to use. I actually haven't been using that because I have like a little bullet journal that I like to use for it, so I've just been writing it out kind of in that format. And then what it will do is there's this little area where you can write down their test scores, which is great because you can actually provide transcripts for your students, which is pretty cool. So that they can actually be able, when they apply to colleges, they can use that. And this is an accredited program, so that's also pretty nice. I guess when I was speaking with them, they said that a lot of people will end up doing the Lifepacs up until 8th grade, and then 9th grade they'll enroll in the other program so that they can get actual high school credit. And so it'll just go through section by section, and it will give you like additional activities that you can do with your child. I've been using this portion, which is the answer key for all of the activities, and I've just been dividing it up by the days that they'll be working on it, so that I can sort of figure out like which, what needs to be done by what time, just for some time management. And then they also provide alternate tests, so if your student doesn't pass the test, they can take a different version, which is good. I don't know, I may have them just take the other version anyways, just so that they can have that opportunity to learn more. Okay, so that was the science, and that was the teacher's packet. So one thing that's really cool about these packets is that all the instructions are written at a level that the student can read and do on their own. So they are independent work. and they don't require internet, which is fantastic. So for us, we do a lot of traveling. My husband's working in New Mexico right now, so we're living in this small 200 square foot trailer, and we travel twice a week. We travel from Tucson, so it's about a 9-hour drive, 8 to 9 hour drive depending on stops. But this is just an example of their workbook. So they can work on it in the car, is what I'm getting at. They don't need to have the internet. There's some additional activities that they can use it, but it's not like a must. And so everything is written at a level that my lovely 3rd grader can understand. Sometimes they'll have questions, I'll answer them. It's pretty straightforward, and it's actually really in-depth knowledge too. I was really impressed, especially with their geography and history, which is not their favorite subject, but their geography and history book, this is the 2nd grade level. Yeah, so Sierra, my little 2nd grader, she will show you what she's learning with the geography and history portion. And so she reads all of this, and she's able to understand all of it, and it really incorporates God throughout the structure. So these are their new words, so you can see like how big some of these words are. And she does a fantastic job learning them. So this is just some of the activities that they went through to do it. Yeah, go ahead. What do you want to say?
Right here, this is Rocky. She's a little chubby, and my dada, mama, Sequoia, and me. And I forgot the sun.
Just put the sun in. Okay. So, yeah, no, I really like these. I think that they offer a really high quality of knowledge. Let me show you the level that Sequoia is working on for hers. Okay, so this is Sequoia's geography and history. Sorry, I'm trying to get it in focus here. So some of the vocabulary. Look at this vocabulary. I was like, what? When I heard this, I was like, oh my god, cartography, compass rose, distorted. Like, I was like, cartographer when I read that. I was like, huh. And the level of maps that they use, also, this is just a general one, but you know, they learn about legends and longitude, latitude. So they get a chance to like measure the distance using the little legend, making their own maps. And they also do like really in-depth reading related to whatever it is that they're learning. Like I'm pretty impressed with the questions that they ask. Like this is a lot of the stuff is stuff that I wouldn't know. I don't remember learning this in depth when I was in school. They learn a lot about the resources that each area has, and I really like the way that they pair together history and geography, because that just makes sense to me. But Sequoia wants to say something. She'll share something with you.
This is the real test. I think it has the tests that you had over here. It has it in here, and then more tests.
Yeah, so this is actually, oh, you're not supposed to look at this. This is actually, you rip out the test so that they can't see it, and then you give it to them later. And they have like a whole review process that they talk about, and they show you how to do. Ruby. I think that's a diamond. Coal and diamonds are non-renewable resources. So yeah, I was pretty impressed with that. What else can I tell you? The language arts. Let's see, this is the 3rd grade language arts. So go ahead and show us that. Do you have your 2nd grade language arts packet, Sierra? Go ahead and get your 2nd grade language arts packet. We'll talk about that one next.
So I started just doing the alphabet, and then I moved on to cursive.
How do you feel about the cursive?
I feel very good.
You like learning it?
Yeah.
Let's see, what else do we got?
And I got stories. And I also have symbols. Well, in a different book I have symbols, but...
So yeah, they use these little symbols to just sort of talk about like what's coming next. Like, do they need to write in print, or do they need to write in cursive? So they'll tell you about it. Or they'll use the symbols to sort of tell you which one you need to be working on.
See, like this, that means grammar, that means there's reading, and that means you have to search for words in the story.
Or study. Yeah, word study.
Yeah.
So that's good. Yeah, it's just like a quick review of print. You can kind of see like this is each packet, like I said, is completed within a month. And so this is kind of like a review portion of some of the phonograms that they learned. There are spelling tests that go along with it too, that's in the teacher's guide, as well as like recommended reading list that come along with it. This is Sierra's second grade
Apple.
packet. So she'll show you a little bit about hers and how she likes it or doesn't like it. And
I like this guy. He's cute.
yeah. One thing about the packets is that the Bible study doesn't start until 3rd grade. So I went ahead and purchased 3rd grade Bible studies for both of them anyways. So that one's a little bit more difficult for my youngest, Sierra, but she's still going through it.
This is me. I have blonde hair, but I didn't have any yellow, so I colored it orange.
Yeah, we forgot all our arts and crafts stuff this time.
This is how I spell my name.
So you can see in the language arts portion even, they include like Bible reading, like Psalms. So there's like little passages that it also includes, which is pretty cool. So it all revolves around it, which is really great to incorporate the Bible, just like literary analysis, and then just all of the all of what it adds value-wise.
This is me being creepy in the mirror. I made my head a little too small because it said to draw your head, but your face. But then I drawn it too small, so I could have fit my body in it. And this is my phonics review. Vowels and constitutions.
Dang, yeah, and she's just rocking through it, going through the print, learning a bunch. It's fantastic. I really, really enjoy the program. So one of the things that I really like about this program is that it's independent. You don't have to have the internet, and you can also, it provides a way for kids to learn how to teach themselves. So they learn independently from these texts, and then they, can apply what they've learned throughout their day. It all relates back to the Bible. And also, if you teach your child to teach themselves, then they'll be self-sufficient, because that's what a lot of being an adult is about teaching yourself from like literature and internet resources and all of that. So this is, I think, a really fantastic base to start your kids off with. So we're gonna keep doing it and see how it goes. The whole packs were a little over $300 each, and then I also purchased the science pack. I probably could have picked up the stuff like separately, but it was just a convenience thing to not have to go to the store, especially right now with everything going on. It was just easier to order it online. So I will include a link below for both the life packs and for the Saxon math. So I'm really excited. I think it's going to be really fantastic. I'll let you know how it goes, or if you have any suggestions or any other ideas, just put in the comment below, like and subscribe, because that helps me out and I'd appreciate it. But thanks.